Movie trailers suck. They suck. They either spoil the entire film before the movie comes out, or they make a film that's actually competent look as shitty and uninteresting as possible, so that nobody watches it. Or they make a really lame film look pretty good. Hollywood is failing us. And today, we're going to get to some of the worst cases of terrible marketing and trailers that we've ever seen. This video will prove to you that corporate CEOs who actually greenlight the marketing and trailer releases for these films, they either have extra chromosomes, or there's large amounts of inbreeding happening at these levels. Inbreds are flying everywhere and taking control of these companies. I don't know how the hell they got into the positions they did, because they're not smart. We're going to first observe the trailers that you saw before 2020, before the world lost its collective fucking mind. And I want you to notice the trend with some of these big blockbusters, okay? Prometheus. Now, the first trailer, the teaser trailer for Prometheus, is one of the greatest of all time. And even aspects of the official trailer are good. But when I rewatch the official trailer for Prometheus, there are things that are shown and said that should never have been shown or said. They literally spoil a lot of the third act in this film. They show the space jockey, they show getting into its ship, and they literally tell us in the trailer the goal of the space jockey is to go and destroy Earth, and we have to stop them. And they show how the characters stop them by exploding the ships together. They literally show Elizabeth Shaw saying, if you don't stop them, there won't be any home to go back to. And they show Idris Elba and his crew flying headfirst into the derelict ship and blowing it up, killing them. And they show the derelict ship falling. Why? Why did you do this? Ridley Scott and everyone involved in the making of this film, as ambitious as they were on crack. Avengers Age of Ultron. This is what happens when you release 5 trailers and 30 TV spots, by the way, Marvel. It's Avengers. It's a big brand name. Everyone's going to watch it. You already know that. Why did you have to release that much footage? They show a couple cool shots in the first trailer. The Hulkbuster. Okay, that's sick. That gets people hyped. They showed Ultron. Never should have done that. You should have only heard his voice in the trailer. You should have never actually shown his reveal. Have the scene where you see the back of him sitting on the throne with his arm out like this, while he's draped in that red hood or whatever. That's sick. Don't show the face. Face looks kind of mid anyways, but still. They show a couple shots of the team. They show Vision at the end of one of their trailers. Why are you showing Vision? He's like the ace up your sleeve. The fuck? They show the entire sequence of the Avengers trying to lift Mjolnir, and then of Ultron coming through and breaking into the Stark Tower with his robots and fighting them. They showed major sequences of the film, including the final fight, by the way. I've seen the entire film in your trailers. I've seen it all. Again, you release 4 trailers and 30 TV spots. This is what's bound to happen. And you could say they did the same thing for Civil War, kind of, because they released a lot of TV spots. I think they released 2 trailers of that, but still, Civil War was good enough that the trailers didn't really ruin the full experience of that. That I can forgive. Batman v Superman, which came out the same year as Civil War. What are we doing? What? Why the fuck? And this is a movie that had an amazing teaser trailer. Tell me. Do you bleed? You will. Right? That's a sick teaser. And a pretty good official trailer. But then the second trailer, their second official trailer, you show the entire third act. Why the fuck? You might as well have shown Superman dying at that point too. Why the fuck are you showing Wonder Woman and the boys teaming up? Why? Why are you showing Zod being turned into Doomsday in the trailer? Why? Why is this even in the trailer? She with you? I thought she was with you. Why are you showing this? Why are you showing that these two become friends? Everyone knows it's going to happen. But we're literally showing the lame-ass plot, by the way, of Batman v Superman fight and then they team up to fight Doomsday. Predictable as it is, why are you showing all that? You know how much interest this killed in this film, by the way? Of all my friends in high school, when we saw this, they thought this movie was going to be a joke. Batman and Robin level shit. That's how bad this trailer made it look. That's how bad it made it look. They tried to redeem themselves with a third trailer showing, which was more Batman-oriented. Because this film was Batman-oriented. Batman's fight in the warehouse was shown in the trailer. And look, it's still a sick fight when you watch it in theaters. But when it's happening in the movie and I'm watching it, I'm like, I've already seen this in the trailer. I know what's going to happen every time in this movie. The fuck? You showed everything. Low IQ dumb fucks. Now that the whole movie's been shown, I need to ask, like, what was the point? What was the point? What's the point in marketing if you're going to give out the entire product anyways? From a business standpoint, what's the point, dumb fucks? Amazing Spider-Man 2. Oh man. Oh man. I don't know what it was with superhero blockbusters at this time, 2014, 2016. Producers and the marketing campaigns lost their damn minds every single time. Gwen Stacy, her death is pretty much shown. She's shown hanging from a web in the same clothes that she wore in the comics when she died, might I add. This shot is shown right after in the trailer. They show Green Goblin. They show the final shot of the movie in the trailer too. They show also like Easter eggs in the Norman Osborn facility of like Doc Ock's arms and shit, and I think they might have shown maybe not the symbiote, but they showed a bunch of that too. Like, why are you showing this much shit? Oh, it's to hype everyone up and make them think, oh, will it happen? Will it won't? Bro, we know Gwen Stacy's gonna die. Everyone knew it because you showed too much. Anything less would have been a cop-out. You put yourself in a corner by doing this. And I get it, it's Sony. Sony's not smart. Sony's filled with people who I don't believe they could pass the spelling bee. I don't believe they could. I believe they're that fucking dumb. After what I saw of Madam Web and Craven, and don't even get me started on Morbius, they're not... These people are not intelligent. Terminator Genesis, for fuck's sake, bro. This movie's shit anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me, but still, John Connor is a robot, they show it. They show Sarah Connor was raised by Arnold Schwarzenegger's character. God damn, she's so fine. Why? Why? Even in the Terminator Salvation, for fuck's sake, they showed Marcus Wright or whatever. They show that he's a Terminator too. What's the deal with these trailers revealing these big things? Now we're going post 2020. This shit gets wild too, because it's post 2020 and we're still doing this stupid shit. Fast 9, they literally give away the biggest twist, arguably, of the movie. First of all, they show that Jacob is Dom's brother. That's a big twist. Now, people don't care about that as much. How much interest is there in John Cena as a villain? Maybe you have to show it to get people interested. Okay, maybe I can forgive that. Still a big twist to reveal in the trailer. Crazy, but still. But this shit is wild. Han's back and you show it in the trailer. Han's rising from the dead. You show it in the trailer. Now, it worked for NPC fans who were like, oh my god, I can't wait till Han's back. But why would you show this in the trailer? Is it because you know that your franchise is losing so much audience interest that you had to just throw swings with this shit? It makes no sense to me. I have to ask, are you like, as a studio, why would you show this? No Time to Die. Again, not so good movie, but still. You would reveal quite a lot of details that you don't need. And this is not as bad as the other examples I brought up, but first of all, you're revealing the villain again. Again, it's okay to maybe reveal the villain's face, but I believe for villains like these, who especially have masks and have voices and have an aura to them, I think you should reveal as little of them as possible. But not only did they reveal him, they reveal that Madeline and him have a connection in the fucking trailer. They reveal that they knew each other since he's connected to her childhood. They reveal the opening sequence in the film too. In fact, they reveal almost the entire first act in the film, showing him being betrayed by her and leaving her on the train and then leaving. Like, bro, what are we doing? Are we showing the entire third act structure of the film in the trailer? This pisses me off more than anything because Hollywood keeps doing this. Quiet Place Day 1. Now, this not only shows most of what happens in the trailer, it shows the whole story, but literally, it also gives you a false promise from a marketing perspective too. Discover the reason why the world went quiet. Discover the reason why they came. You never got it. It teased an origin story in the trailer. You never got it. It was false marketing. Now you could say, oh, but it did kind of show that they're here to nest and procreate and eat. Yeah, no shit! Anyone with a brain could have thought that. It doesn't take rocket science to figure that out. We were promised a look into why they came, why they chose Earth, why are they crashing onto different planets, what are they running from? Like, it's the same exact movie that we've seen, just in New York. And the trailer made it seem like it was going to show something different. Go fuck yourselves. Now, here are the movies where the trailers betrayed them in a different way. They made them look like shite, or just not interesting. Caught Stealing, there's nothing interesting about the trailer. Nothing at all. I had no interest in watching this, and my friend decided to watch it because he was bored and said, oh, it's not that bad. It's pretty good. It's overwhelmingly good compared to what was in the trailer. The trailer gets by on trying to show you the eye candy, Zoe Kravitz and Austin Butler. Bro, no one cares about this anymore. They're not box office draws, clearly, from how this movie flopped. But it was a good movie. You didn't show the good parts. It looked like a standard action thriller that no one cares about because the plot's the one that we've seen so many times and has actors they're not that big of a draw, but they keep getting casted and things, right? You could have done a lot more with this trailer. The same thing for One Battle After Another, by the way, which I liked a lot. It's one of my favorite movies of the year. It's by no means the best movie the last 3 years, or maybe even this year. A lot of people are saying it is. I don't think it's that good, but still, this is a film that has a lot of controversy in it. A lot of people are going to hate it because it is political. But the trailer doesn't complement any of that. The trailer just makes it look like, oh, Hollywood's Oscar bait revolution film. That's what it came off as. It didn't interest me or my friends. It didn't interest anyone. Clearly, it flopped. And I hate it when Hollywood does this, by the way. They take songs that people know, they have someone do a cover on them and make it a slow, harrowing cover so they can put it in the trailer, make it dark. Ready or not, here I come. Bro, this trailer is shit. I swear, Hollywood, give me just a little bit of footage from the trailers and I can make it better than you ever could. There are people, Mr. Krepsis being one of them, on YouTube who make trailers that are 10 times better than what Hollywood puts out. And they keep the curiosity engagement there. They don't show the stupidest, dumbest, least interesting shit or spoil the entire film either. I think that you could have promoted this as a very different kind of film. You could have had Leonardo DiCaprio trying to get code words and passwords from these people. You don't know what it is. You don't know what this movie's about. Could it be some cult stuff? Is there like a war going on? You don't know. You could have just driven home the mystery of it and used Leonardo DiCaprio's name value to promote the entire thing. Instead, you made it look like a stupid Oscar bait revolution film. I didn't like the trailer for this at all. You could have made it 10 times better. You have Leonardo DiCaprio. You could have easily promoted this in a different way. I think Hollywood needs to take some notes from movies like Longlegs. All right, Longlegs marketing campaign for their movies was brilliant. Okay, they didn't show shit. They didn't show what the serial killer looks like, what Nicolas Cage looks like. They had little TV spots that aren't even a TV spot. They're like weird creative films with Nicolas Cage's breathing in the background, okay? They had stuff like this, viral trailers like this, where it just shows Micah Monroe's heartbeat when she sees Nicolas Cage in makeup for the first time, and you don't know what he looks like, but you're very interested to know how. This is brilliant! No, we can't think of creative ways to do non-horror movie trailers like this, though, somehow. Fucking idiots. Weapons. Now, granted, Weapons is a very, very specific premise. Kids go missing at 2:30 in the morning. Why? You know? That's enough to get people in theaters. It's a horror movie, after all. I get it. It's not as easy, but still. Take notes. Him. Not a good movie, in my opinion. But the trailer was pretty damn good. They showed all the right visuals they needed to in the trailer to make it look a bit weird and creepy and unsettling. Besides Marlon Wayne, there's not a lot of actors in this that are known. Marlon Wayne himself, I don't even know if he's that crazy big a draw either, right? But still, it garnered a lot of interest. Granted, it did use Jordan Peele's name to do it. This probably isn't the best example either then. But still, the trailer was damn good. The movie Keeper, that new horror movie Keeper coming out, showing a bunch of women smiling at the camera and then showing them screaming, all bloodied up. People want to know what's going on. You need to engage curiosity, not try to show the entire movie or show the most boring aspects of the movie and cover it with a dumb song that you made dark for the trailer. Avengers Infinity War trailer 1. You want to make things epic? Show just enough. I get it. It's an Avengers film. People are going to watch it anyways. The momentum behind this film was crazy. I understand. But take this compared to the BVS trailer, for example, which also had momentum on it. It was Batman v Superman, for fuck's sake, right? There are ways to show movies, even no matter how bad they are. There are ways to show movies that are better. The Nope trailer, Jordan Peele's Nope. All they had were shots of disturbing looking people and people looking up at the sky. You didn't show what was there. That was it. That was all you needed. That's how you do trailers, y'all. Hollywood's failing. They're flailing around like rodents, like a bunch of fuckers stuck in the mud, constantly. When I, a mass cokehead on the internet, who's edited trailers, who's edited ads and stuff before, when I can make better trailers than you, Hollywood, that's how you know you have a problem. Okay? Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a mission to take over Hollywood. But the army must keep growing. If you want to suggest video topics to me, or talk about your favorite movies or favorite film theories in a community with like-minded individuals, join the Zafy Discord now. Link is in the description and the comment section as well. Join us. This movement is just beginning. We're taking over Hollywood, one coke line at a time.